tale of the tape. And in this corner, it's Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. This former middleweight champion of the world comes in at 6'1". Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, fighting out of Tennessee, but now living in Las Vegas. This former middleweight champion of the world is looking to...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the former British welterweight champion from Sheffield, England, here is the former welterweight champion of the world, Special K. Brook.
He's waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That uppercut misses. And he fails to score with that left hook. Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
Right hook misses. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You don't want to trade shots. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher who's got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Switching off, you're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Body shots in there.
Here we go for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Beautiful counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't find a home for that jab. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Nice job by him to block that jab. Hook misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Don't worry about what you got to do. Do work. Good man. Stay focused. Set. Get it back.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Straight right just misses. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. The Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that's just the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Beautiful counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. That counter shot lands. That counter shot lands. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Listen, you've switched off what he's doing. He needs you to focus on what you're jabbing. You're getting your time in already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Listen, be smart when you get...
Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
That left hook is blocked. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That hook won't score. Straight right just misses. The jab doesn't quite connect. How about that time? Are we about to see Brook go down? Big shot, and down goes Brook. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Talking about Brook in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Set him up and take him out. Look, he's ready to go. The Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. You got complacent.
Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back in.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
The straight right just misses. Punch caught him clean. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Kell Brook may need to take a knee here. Big shot, and Kell Brook is on the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Gentlemen, a knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. That